If you're writing your very first R01 grant, chances are you are feeling pretty overwhelmed. In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 things that you need to do before you start writing to make sure that you keep everything under control. I'm Sarah Dobson. I'm a grant writing expert, and I help early career researchers write show-stopping, outstanding grants to the NIH so that they can get their research funded and make a huge impact in their careers. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 things that you need to do before you start writing your R01 to make sure that you are putting yourself in the most competitive position possible and avoiding as much overwhelm as possible. So the very first thing that you need to do is read the instructions. And I know that sounds really basic, but you would be surprised how few people actually follow those instructions. And you really need to make sure that you are checking off all those boxes, all of the many documents that are required to submit a full application. You need to make sure that you have all those in place, because you're not even going to pass the compliance review if you don't have everything you need to submit a full application. So make sure that you're familiar with everything that goes into writing an R01. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you are submitting to the right study section and the right institute. So there are 2 important audiences that you need to be writing to when you are writing your R01. The first one is your peer review group or your study section, and they are going to be doing the scientific merit review. So you need to make sure that you are submitting to a study section that is going to be familiar with your area of research and is going to be interested in what you are proposing. You also have to make sure that your proposal is going to end up at the right institute that is ultimately going to fund your application. So you need to make sure that your application is appealing to this funding institute and that it fits in with their mission and priorities. So you need to do some homework in advance to make sure that your project is actually fundable. The third thing that I recommend you do is write your aims page before you write your full application. And the reason that I recommend this is because it helps give you a blueprint of your entire application. So if you write your aims page first and you just get this big picture overview of what your project is, I recommend passing it around to a few colleagues, maybe your mentors, to make sure that you're on the right track before you dive in to writing your full application. It is going to save you a ton of time and heartache because it'll help make sure that you're on the right track. So those are the 3 things that you need to do before you start writing your full R01 application. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.